Okay, welcome to the Man Square Show. I'm your host here, and I'm on the last round of my 3 times around evening walk. We got some things done today. We was just sitting down chilling, and we did a video, so I don't know how that came out yet. I was just sitting there and recording, so I have to look at that, and hopefully it was something we can use, because I did have my radio playing in the background, so I got to figure out, which I know it ain't hard to do, but take the music out in the background and then it's good to go, because I don't have any of the rights to those songs. But anyway, but we was just off the cuff recording just to see what happens, to see what we can use, just to see and to let you all know how the Man Square Show is going to be brought to you by. I don't know who it's brought to you by, but anyway, right now it's brought to you by the Man Square Nation. They're the sponsors to the Man Square Show, and we ask that you support the Man Square Show by acting accordingly and doing what the things say. Like it and something. Don't do that, because you're gonna get people in trouble. Get people in trouble, gonna get you in trouble. I knew what you was getting ready to do. You don't know what I was. Yeah, I know what you was getting ready to do. All right. Going back to doing what you're doing. Sometimes on the Man Square Show, it may look like I'm talking to somebody else or somebody's talking to you or talking to me, but don't mind that. Don't mind that. Yeah, I did pretty good. I didn't. Okay, let's do this today. I was cutting the grass the other day, and a branch had fell right here in the middle. At first, when I saw it, I was like, who put that branch there? But I looked up and I see where it fell off at. So the wind ain't blowing. We had some strong winds the other day. I was looking at the news, and so those strong winds, this piece broke off. It's the end piece. Let me see how heavy it is. Man, it ain't that heavy now because it's more rotting out. So if I can dry it out, we can burn it up. But I got to get it out the way because I didn't cut the grass over here. So I might crank the gravelly up tomorrow if it dries off a little, and then come back and cut this spot up over here. So that's just what I'm doing on this last walk around while I get my knee and hip back in good working order. You know, ever since the do-it-yourself Temu hip replacement operation, I've been doing all right. They'll sell you a kit on a knee replacement and a hip replacement for $34. I was like, man, you know, who could go wrong with a hip replacement from Temu? And that was the hip and the knee. I got both of them for $34. So they send you the knee and the hip, and then they give you instructions on how to perform the surgery and replace your own hip and knee. And I'm out here doing what the instructions say, and I'm walking around pretty good. So if you want to learn how to replace your own knee and hip with a Temu hip and knee replacement kit, just call over here at the Man Square. Yeah, and I'll show you how I did it. I did record it, but unfortunately, that was the time when I lost the internet, and then it wasn't sent up to the cloud, so I lost it. So, but if someone's willing to volunteer, I'll be willing to do the same knee hip replacement on camera, and I will install that Temu hip and knee, and that way you can all learn how to replace your own knee and hip instead of paying all that money for knee and hip replacements. Anywho, all right, how many more times around we got? It's just been 4 minutes, so anyway, we can break this down. All right, thanks for tuning in. This is the Hill, the most interesting man in the world, saying check us out over at the Man Square Show. We just over here doing what we doing, and what we doing is what we said we gonna do. So that's the one thing one needs to do for himself, is do what he say they gonna do. So that's what I'm doing. I said I was gonna walk in the evening, and here I am walking in the evening. Why? Because I said so. Because over here at the Man Square Show, my word means something to me. And if I can stand by my own word, then I'll become a man of integrity. This is what your father would have told you if you was there. Son, he said, he would say, You need to be a man of your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you're going to be there at a certain time, be there by a certain time. Because when you're late, you're on time, and when you're on time, you're late. So whatever that figures out to be in your head, just be 20 minutes early. It ain't going to kill you. To be 20 minutes early, that means you got up 20 minutes earlier. 20 minutes ain't going to kill you. Oh, you can't say that. 20 minutes ain't going to unalive you. And that's what your daddy would have told you. Thanks for tuning in over here at the Man Square Show on round number 3.5. And let's see, and we're out. Act accordingly. This is the head of the most interesting man in the world. Getting my steps in. Because I said so. Because I said so. It worked for Daddy. I don't know what's going on in the world today. Marty. All right, that's a wrap. Cut this one off.